What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing another video just like my last one, talking about some of the best cologne fragrances for the summertime. I just think I didn't get through, all the fragrances that I wanted to mention in that last video. So today I'm just going to mention the fragrances that I think also deserve, a little shout out when it comes to being a cologne summer fragrance. So let's get right into it. But first I just want to quickly mention that if you want to sample any fragrance in my entire 100 plus bottle collection, please check out my fragrance sampling website, top link in the description. Now let's get into the fragrances. Alright, this first fragrance I have here is a clone of Parfums de Marly Greenly. It is Fragrance World's Aether Extrait. And I'm going to be honest, this is a very, very, very close, almost one-to-one fragrance. I can't really tell a difference between the two if I'm being honest, but there's no way that something can be exactly one-to-one. So I don't really call any fragrances one-to-one exactly, but this is pretty much as close as you can get. This is a fresh, fruity green apple with a oak moss character, which is kind of hard to describe if you don't know what it smells like. But it's like a woody, kind of grassy freshness almost. Not dirty whatsoever, but just a really clean, very masculine smelling green apple. Has a little bit of mandarin in it too, but it's just like a woody, soapy, clean, fruity fragrance that's just really, really mass appealing. I think this smells like the season spring, but you can totally wear it in the summertime. Pressurized atomizer too. Parfums de Marly Greenly is such an amazing smell, and this captures it almost identically for $35. So I highly, highly, highly recommend this if you're looking for Greenly on a budget. I think if you are not like sick of cologne fragrances and you're totally okay with the cologne fragrance as long as it's good enough, this will totally get you close enough. This is like 7 hours longevity, which is pretty consistent with Parfums de Marly Greenly. And the bottle is sick. It's affordable. There's not really anything bad about this fragrance, I'm going to be honest. It smells amazing, very mass appealing. I've gotten multiple compliments with this DNA before. So I highly recommend Fragrance World Aether Extrait. Also, it does get stronger once you have the fragrance for a little while. So when you first get it, it's going to be a little bit weaker. But I'd say that might be the only difference between this and Parfums de Marly Greenly, is it's slightly weaker, if anything, especially when you first get it. The next fragrance has been gaining a lot of traction recently, but I have had it for a long time, and I've been talking about it for a long time. This is Club de Nuit Milestone, and it's a clone of Creed Millésime Imperial, which is one of my favorite fragrances ever. I plan on getting a bottle at some point, but man, this fragrance is the reason why I haven't gotten a bottle. It's so freaking close. I can barely tell a difference aside from the fact this smells slightly less natural, if that makes sense. But, this is a watermelon, like fruity, fresh watermelon. Oh, it's so amazing with sea salt. It's like a sea salty water kind of smell. So just imagine you're literally out on the Mediterranean Sea with watermelon. That's exactly what it smells like. It's realistic, so nice. This is a very rich smelling fragrance. Like a wealthy person would wear this. Very nice. Definitely more of like a outside kind of smelling fragrance and like a daytime, sunny day. I just think of this as like a literal rich millionaire yacht owner on the Mediterranean eating yummy fruits. Really good performance as well, like around 8 hours, with really good projection. So I highly recommend this super close clone of Creed Millésime Imperial. I think it's really underrated, or at least it was. I know FB Fragrances is hyping it up a lot now. It's good. It's very good. I have nothing to complain about it. 40 bucks, super solid scent. I really enjoy it. All right, next up is Afnan Turathi Blue, another hyped up fragrance. This is a clone of Bulgari Tigar, and I know they just came out with the new Afnan Turathi Electric, I think, which is a Blue Talisman clone, which I might get my hands on soon because I really do enjoy Blue Talisman, but I'm not paying that price tag. But back to Afnan Turathi Blue. This is like $30, clone of Bulgari Tigar. Extremely accurate. I can't tell a difference. The scent DNA is like an orangey grapefruit smell with a woody amber. So this is a really warm citrusy scent. This is not as much a refreshing citrus. It's a very warm, deep citrus. I think you can wear this all year round, but I think it is especially great in summer, citrusy scents. Just super good, very smooth. This is definitely more of a masculine, fresh scent because of the ambers and citruses. I don't know why exactly this smells more masculine, but it's just like deeper, like a darker citrus scent. I get consistently around 6 or 7 hours of longevity with this, so not quite as much as most like influencers say, but I feel like it does get kind of blown out of proportion what the average longevity of a fragrance is. Or maybe I just go nose blind to my fragrances. I don't really know. But yeah, Afnan Turathi Blue, a terrific scent that I highly recommend if you are into citrus fragrances. I think it has a really unique take on citrus, and I really enjoy it. I think it's hyped up for a reason, and I think it deserves the hype, if I'm honest. All right, so last up is technically not a cologne fragrance, but it's by Lattafa, and it's amazing, and it's for the summertime. This is Lattafa's Oud for Honor and Glory. This is so good. Pineapple, creme brulee, and vanilla. And I would like to add, I definitely get a coconut smell from this. It's not a listed note. I've seen people freak out online when people say this smells like coconut. They're like, no, there's no listed coconut. It does not smell like coconut. Literally, I smelled this blindfolded. I had the tester. I didn't know what it was. Put it up to my nose. And I smelled coconut. I smelled pineapple and coconut. I was so confused because I had it engraved in my head. Oh, this fragrance doesn't have coconut. It smells like coconut. A creamy vanilla coconut with a heavy dose of pineapple creme brulee. A little bit of like a spicy kind of ginger cinnamon vibe to it as well. So delicious. This was one of the greatest gourmand scents I've ever smelled because you can wear it in the summer. So, so good. I love this fragrance. I do find myself finding it difficult to find occasions. Well, I just said find a lot of times, but to find occasions to wear this because it is so unique and just so like, wow. Definitely a unisex fragrance. I really enjoy it. Super strong as well, like 10 hours longevity. So consistently, these Middle Eastern fragrances tend to have really good longevity. But yeah, I'm going to spray this because I absolutely love this fragrance. The pineapple in here is so amazing. I would just want like my area to smell like this. I would love to smell this every single day. So good, tropical, fresh, creamy, hard to miss when you wear this, honestly. So Lattafa, one of my favorite brands. This is just such a great fragrance. I know a lot of people are like, oh, it's too strong, it's too gourmand, too sickly sweet. No, I think it's great. I highly recommend this if you like pineapple. You have to love pineapple and like sweet gourmand vanilla scents. But yeah, definitely check it out. Lattafa Oud for Honor and Glory. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to sample any fragrance in my entire 100 plus bottle collection, please check out my fragrance sampling website, top link in the description, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.